How does someone go from a newlywed to plotting their husband's murder in just a few months? Dalia Dippolito didn't fit the typical profile of someone who would hire a hitman. She was young, beautiful, and seemed to have it all. But underneath the surface, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. Dalia had a history of manipulating people to get what she wanted. She had been in and out of relationships, always looking for something more. Then she met Mike Dippolito. Mike Dippolito wasn't your average guy either. He had a criminal past, including a stint in prison for fraud. When he met Dalia, he was ready to turn his life around, and for a brief moment, it seemed like they were the perfect match. They got married quickly, and Mike was eager to build a life with her. But while Mike saw a future, Dalia saw an opportunity. She wanted more than just a life with Mike. She wanted control over his money, his house, and his assets. Within months of their marriage, Dalia was already plotting his death. But why murder instead of divorce? It turns out Dalia didn't just want Mike out of her life. She wanted to take everything he had without having to share. She saw his assets as her golden ticket. And like David Murger, who planned to stage my death for financial gain, Dalia's greed was the driving force behind her decision to hire a hitman. Just like Murger, Dalia wasn't content with walking away. She needed to feel in control of the situation. For her, this meant getting rid of Mike without having to face the consequences of a legal battle. She didn't just want his money, she wanted to make sure there were no loose ends. That's when she decided to hire a hitman, but she didn't know that her so-called hitman was an undercover cop working with the police. While Dalia's motivations were driven by control and greed, David Murger's plot was more indirect, trying to stage my death to collect on life insurance. But both of them shared the same core trait, a complete disregard for human life in the pursuit of money. They thought they could outsmart the people around them and manipulate the system, but neither of them realized just how quickly everything would fall apart. In part 2, we'll dive into how Dalia's plan unraveled and the mistakes that led to her downfall.